In the Philippines, impeachment is limited to the 5 highest offices in the country, including the Vice President. They can be removed from office once they are found to have committed guilty violation of the Constitution, treason, bribery, graft and corruption, betrayal of public trust, and other high crimes. Vice President Sara Duterte was impeached by the House of Representatives on February 5. House leadership said that the grounds for her impeachment are a series of grave allegations, including conspiracy to assassinate President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., large-scale corruption, abuse of public funds, and involvement in extrajudicial killings. 215 lawmakers voted to impeach Duterte. On the same day of the House's filing, the Senate went to recess without tackling the impeachment case. The upper house proposed to start the impeachment trial on July 30. What will happen throughout the whole process, and how is an official impeached?
Impeachment, which is a process that we take from the United States, is a form of democratic accountability where our elected representatives in Congress get to decide whether a high public officer should be removed from office and should hold public office ever again. In the case of impeachment in the Philippines, we take a lot of our rules from the United States, especially since impeachment has been in our Constitution since 1935 at the earliest, or at the latest rather.
Impeachment is a form of check on yung performance ng certain public officials natin. Impeachment ay sa House lang yan nangyayari. So what happens is somebody files a verified complaint, ay isang member ng House or citizen, at tapos ay basta may endorsement ng isang member ng House, dediretso yan sa Committee on Justice, no?
The Committee on Justice evaluates that verified complaint or the set of verified complaints, checking if it is sufficient in form and substance, and if it is, then it goes to the plenary. It's after it's approved by the committee, then the plenary votes. And as soon as you have the 1/3 vote of the House of Representatives, then it becomes the articles of impeachment. So the articles of impeachment then is sent by the House of Representatives, as the Constitution says, has the sole power to initiate the impeachment proceeding. And then once it's referred to the Senate, then the trial begins, and this is what we are seeing now.
While the House of Representatives does the initial investigation and comes up with the grounds for why a high public official should be removed, it's the Senate that ultimately decides whether that official is guilty or not guilty. Walang fixed time sa Constitution natin kung gaano katagal ang impeachment trial. Typically, kung ikukumpara siya sa trial sa mga regular na korte, mas matagal yung impeachment except na araw-araw kasi siya ginagawa. So mukhang mabilis lang, pero araw-araw ng sesyon ng Senado, pinapakinggan nila yung mga testigo, tinitingnan nila yung ebidensya na hinahain ng mga panig.
At depende yan doon sa number o sa bilang ng mga issue na ni-raise laban sa public official. Sabihin na natin halimbawa kay Vice President Duterte, no? Pero sa Pilipinas, trial talaga siya in the sense na meron kang prosecutor, papakita ka ng ebidensya laban sa Vice President, tapos mayroong judgment yung mga senator, no?
The case of Vice President Duterte, if less than 2/3 of the Senate decide to convict her, she will just continue in her office as Vice President. But if Vice President is convicted, it is generally understood that that high public official will be first removed from office, and second, potentially will be disqualified from public office, any public office in the future, whether appointive or elective. There are views that the Senate might have the power to decide whether it will really impose removal or a lower penalty, or whether it will impose disqualification or not impose disqualification. So kahit ma-acquit si VP Sara Duterte, technically impeached na siya na official. Dumaan na siya dun sa proseso na yun. Kasi nag-decide mag-file ng complaint yung House.
So the President will nominate a person who is a member of Congress, meaning it could be from the House of Representatives or the Senate, Once that person is confirmed by both the House of Representatives and the Senate voting separately, then that person nominated by the President will become Vice President. Kung ano man yung mababakante na seat either in the Senate or the House of Representatives, then COMELEC might schedule a special election.
Hindi din siya pwede italaga or reappoint. Yun ang consequence ng impeachment. Karapatan ng kongresista, no, ng isang member ng House of Representatives na magsulong ng impeachment under certain limitations in the Constitution. In theory, walang consequence dapat yung paghahain nila ng impeachment kahit hindi ito natuloy or hindi ito nagwagi. Siguro importante na pagtuunang pansin din ng mamamayan yung impeachment. Pag sa past times na nagkaroon tayo ng impeachment trial, hindi lang siya opportunity para pagdesisyonan kung guilty ang isang opisyal o hindi, or kung dapat tanggalin siya o hindi. Nagiging pag-uusig din siya tungkol sa priorities ng mamamayan o gaano ba kahalaga ang mabuting pamahalaan sa atin. Nagiging oportunidad din siya para isiwalat kung nagkaroon ng mga malaking korupsyon sa gobyerno.
Lagi iniisip makapangyarihan yung mga nasa posisyon. Ito yung kapangyarihan ng tao na singilin kung sino man ang lumabag sa ating batas.